and welcome. Deb's Cooper, Global Stressologist, here to talk about what truly makes people feel loved. This is a bit of a just give me it. This is not how this one was supposed to go. Here I am on the other side. Before we crack on, as I try and do my technology, we know what that is. Drop in the chat if you are hashtag replay and grab a note taking device because this is how I roll. Valentine's Day. It's tomorrow. Very clearly it's tomorrow. Today we're having this on the 13th. Tomorrow's the 14th. And for some people, it's a beautiful reminder of love and connection. But what I've noticed over this last couple of weeks, it actually highlights something else. And it shows us how unseen or unheard has happened around us. And it's stirring things up amongst us. I don't know if you've noticed it, but have a good look around. But the interesting thing is most people aren't actually lacking love in their lives. So I'm going to go down this path. I'm going to check in and let with you know what's going on as I give you some tips for this. But today when I go through this, I'd love you to simply notice just where you recognize yourself. I'm going to put this up here so I can finally see. There we go. So I want you to notice where you recognize yourself in this conversation. No judgment, just awareness. And I say no judgment because I have to giggle at that because that's my dog is at the moment going through a phase of judging people. We're loving that. So when I think about this, the foundation is you've got to start with your self-connection first. Okay, and when I talk about do you understand what self-connection means? So it actually means there's ways that you're seeking reassurance or validation frequently. Or you're feeling unsettled when others aren't available. I know. So it could be you give, you give, and then you get exhausted. But you end up actually being unappreciated on your own way because you felt like you weren't seen, heard, acknowledged. Yeah, I've said this, seen, heard, acknowledged. So when I'm thinking about this, I want you to know, step one is really just to know your values. And when I say values, what's actually important to you. Know your values and what fills your cup. Now, when I talk about filling your cup for the new people here, that is actually your glitter bomb. What are you doing that's filling your cup? Here's my little glitter bomb I have. Filling your cup are the things that you love to do. So you're also going to spend time on what connects you to... Oh, hi Joy. Thanks for coming. Yay. You're going to start going back, completely forgot what I was going to talk about then. You're going to spend time doing things that actually to yourself. Go back to yourself. What do you love to do? What's important to you? And because when you're actually feeling like this, I love doing this, it's you're feeling whole. And when you feel whole, your love that you give to yourself and to others is a sharing from a heart angle, not from a seeking desperation angle. Now, if that makes sense, let me know. So the key thing to think about this is when we actually know ourselves, we stop asking others to read us. When we know ourselves, we actually stop asking others to read us. Yeah, I know. The next one I'm going to give you here is how to communicate what matters clearly and kindly. Now, kindly is a word that can be a trigger for some people, but this is what happens if you're not communicating clearly. So you just expect people to know. Now, this is actually one of the things I do is I start a sentence, I've stopped that sentence, I'm tracked onto the next sentence and I've started there and everyone else has to catch up on my words. Now, apparently that's a sign of ADHD. I don't know, I think it's just a sign of genius. You've just got to catch up with that. But that's when I talk about expect people just to know. Or when you have your expectations and others don't quite meet those same expectations that you're having. So what I want you to do here is I want you look at your expectation and get really specific and clear on it. Is there some clarity around timeframes? Are they realistic? Is there some clarity around who I need to help me with this? Is this realistic? You're going to look at what are those expectations that you've got and are they realistic? Is this realistic? Now, we know that when we think we're on task, something happens, and goes out of our way. But I want you just to really take ownership of if this is for you or if this is for somebody else. So you're going to communicate Is this actually important to me, or is this important to somebody else? Because then it's going to be something completely different. It's for somebody else. You're going to take it on a different angle. And if you don't communicate, there is a word called assume, which is you're going to make an ass out of you and me. Yes, I didn't even know that. So thanks for that one, Sandra D. Because this is exactly it. If you don't explain clearly what you're thinking and your expectations, people are just going to jump in and they are going to assume you're thinking something else. And also know that people can only meet you where we actually want to be seen. People can only meet us when we want to be seen at that level. Just think about that one. Now, the next one I've got here is to... Hi, Shari. The next one I've got here is learn to listen without preparing your response. And this is one I'm still learning. But it just feels sometimes when people are talking, you're interrupting or you're going to finish their sentence, even if you're doing it in your head, not actually verbally, but you're already thinking about what next to say and you actually haven't even listened to all of what has been said. Yeah, we know that. And you just zone in on the one or two words when they say things. Yeah. So here's the key for this one. If you're going to learn to listen. You're going to slow the conversation down. You're going to slow the conversation down and you're going to pause before responding. You're just going to pause before responding. And you're going to listen to your body because they're going to give you some feelings, not just the facts. So when you're actually present and poised, your body will tell you what's going on for you. Then you're going to repeat back. Now, this is the old thing that I had. I went to a counsellor once, and a couples counsellor, many years ago, and they said, you have to repeat what the person said. And I don't know how many times I got it wrong. Yeah, I got it wrong. Surprise, because I didn't hear what they said. I heard what I wanted to hear. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is, apparently that's the way to do it. I talked to a friend, she said, yeah, it really helps when you go back and you say that. I'm like, oh, clearly. So I listened and I'm putting them there. Thank you for that word of advice this week. You know who you are. But go back to repeat what I'm hearing from you is, or however you want to word it. Because people truly feel loved when they feel understood. And that's not corrected. There's seen, heard, acknowledged. You'll hear me say that a gazillion times over. Seen, heard, acknowledged. You'll have that clearly. But it's actually, they'll be understood, and it's not, you're not correcting them. You don't ever want to correct people for what they are. Yeah. Because if you're jumping into these things, you're going to be a more grounded person if you just listen and get present to what they're doing. Now, the next one I've got here is saying thank you in real time. And when I think about this, it's having that appreciation in real time. So you're thinking, I'm so thankful for this person, I'm so thankful for this, or this is incredibly great, but you don't actually want to say it. You're like, oh, I'll tell them later, I'll write a little note or something. Or you have this thought that you can only thank people or celebrate them on special occasions or their birthdays. Yeah, no. That's not how it happens. So what you want to do, if somebody does something that you feel warm and fuzzy over, express it. Express that appreciation right here, right now, saying thank you, I love that, thank you for helping me do this, thank you for seeing, I was going to say, let me see the light, whatever that is, you're going to thank them in real time. Because when they can see that their little efforts that they do, because some people they may take them for granted, they may be doing their things not even realizing, but when you see that somebody appreciates you for what that is, it does give you a lift in your day. It does. And that's immediate. All of a sudden, you change and you're like, yeah, this is cool. I'm having a great day. It's going to give you that pep in your step. You know, anything that's going on around them. So just know that appreciation, when you appreciate, when you appreciate more, what is it you have more to appreciate? I can't quite remember that one. I'm sure somebody will know it. You can drop it in the chat. Oh, that chat in the chat. Oh, Joy, I love you. You are onto it. Hi, Donna. Oh, hi, Ashley. Great. Now I can see all the little things here. I'll go back to where I am talking to you. I just want you to know that when you appreciate, it actually has this emotional safety um, going on, and it actually reduces your resentment, your frustration, your chaos that's going on, anything wobbly. So when you are appreciating, you do get things to appreciate more of, but it just helps you create that stability in your world when you're thinking about it. Okay, and as we crack on here, I'm going to talk about a few other things that I say each time. Don't take anything personally. If we take things personally or life seriously, it can throw you right out. And I'm sure people don't want to throw you out from your day when people say things. So when people say things, they're just saying things. It may not be at you. So I don't want you holding on to those small comments, because they are just small comments, and we hold on to them for far too long sometimes, far too long. So what I want you to do is know that people respond to your stress because they are stressed. It's not you, it's them. And I say that at the hand of my heart. If you lose, in fact, I talked about this with my partner last night about smacking children. And I said, if you're losing your shite at your child, it's not actually your child, it's you. It's totally just you. And that is purely because you are here to handle yourself. So when people say things or do things to you, you can't take it personally. You don't know what's going on in their world. So think about this. It's actually about their stress. It has nothing to do with your worth. Nothing to do with your worth at all. But in tagging on that, I want to talk about the things that light you up. And I talk about my glitter. Here's my little glitter. Little things that light me up is my pens that I have from people. Thank you. When life feels heavy, you want to do one small action step a day that gives you something that lights you up. Just know that when you're uplifted yourself, your energy is attractive, and you actually can get more inspiring things done when you've got an effervescent energy in you. Yeah. Because when you're down and out, it's harder to get moving again, but actually stay on that momentum. So jump back a couple of things, and I said, and have appreciation. Have appreciation for the situation you're in. Have appreciation for whatever's going on around you. Appreciate what you appreciates. The next one I'm going to say to you here is, does that look like me? You are not alone. You are not alone. I'm here for you. Just know that everyone struggles with connections at all times. All times there's somebody who's struggling with a connection. May not be you, maybe somebody else. So just also remind yourself that when you're feeling loved, that actually starts with understanding, and it's not a perfection thing, it's just an understanding of who you are. So I would love you to lean in and ask questions and continue in the conversation that we're going here of what truly makes people feel loved. But in summing up, I think love isn't something we earn. I don't think we earn it. It's something we experience when we feel seen, heard, and acknowledged, and safe to be ourselves. That's where I think it sits. So I'd love you to ask yourself one simple question. You know that after today, I want you to think about, where can you create more connection instead of more pressure? Where can you create more connection instead of more pressure? And of course, remember, you're not alone in this. We're all learning together, we're all growing, and if you need support, I'm totally here for you. So, lean in, do what lights you up, and let's go create that life with your own little glitter bomb in this world. So this is Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist, signing off on what truly makes people feel loved. Clearly my glitter. Have a fantastic day today. Have a fantastic Valentine's weekend. And I love that you are here to love yourself. Thank you.